as a disclaimer, if you want to improve in this game as a jungler, I strongly recommend that you stay away from Lee Sin. Hey guys, it's Erace. So first of all, before I start the video, I just want to thank you guys so much for the support you showed me on my last video. It really means a lot to me, more than you guys can even imagine. And there's just so many nice comments. I didn't see any mean comments at all, and it really just helps a lot. You know, every single comment means so much to me, and I really appreciate the support. So I feel kind of obligated to give you guys this video, this Lee Sin guide. I feel like I owe it to you guys for all the support and respect you showed to me, so thanks so much, and let's get right into it with the builds. So for builds, what I do, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to look up builds instead of just giving you a cookie cutter Lee Sin build, right? Because give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime. So what you want to do is go to op.gg. You can just type in op.gg, and then you're gonna want to go in the top right corner, select the Korea server, and this button right here, the leaderboards tab. So then here are all your LCK players and high challenger Korea ladder players. So right now I'm using Cuz's Runes and Masteries, but you can use Peanut. Peanut's a great Lee Sin. You know, who else is really good? Umti plays a mean Lee Sin. You can just look at any player, or you can go to Champion Enthusiasts and type in your champion. This is a little sketchy because you're going to start getting lower elo players, maybe like Diamond 1 players, which is kind of hairy because some of their Runes and Masteries are pretty bizarre. So you just, I'm sure most of you know how to use op.gg. You just click on their account, filter by champion. Let's go Lee Sin. Cuz hasn't played it much because Lee Sin's not the best champion in the meta right now. Pretty weird spot right now, so you just click the down arrow, builds, and you can see Runes Mastery, skill order, and build order. But sometimes their solo queue pages vary from their pro play pages. Like, I know Cuz likes to get away with 9 armor seals, which isn't very efficient here, and this page hasn't changed his pages recently, but sometimes he likes to get away with 9 armor seals. So what I do is I go to Google, type in lol, whatever champion you want, stats LCK. You can see right here, summer 2017, which brings up this tab. You can tab through any split all the way back to season 3, and it'll tell you the win rate, the pick rate, KDA, etc. Even tells you builds, but what I like to do is I find whoever really any of these players. They're all amazing Lee Sin players, but I'm really interested in Cuz. So I'm going to go to July 1st, their series against Africa. So you go to the LoL Esports page on LCK tab. You find the July 1st games, Longji vs Africa. You can just go through all the games, click view builds. You can do this for any champion, right? In any region. I just respect LCK players a lot more than most NA players. And so this is the page that Cuz takes. He opts into the 180 quint. Most Lee Sins take 3 attack speed, but Cuz and Mike Young is, I think, the only other player I've seen do this. And so this is the setup I run basically right here. Health per level, you can run 5 of these and 4 armor. It's really preference. I've seen both. And against heavy physical damage, you can swap these out for cooldown. You don't need magic per level, magic resist per level. Other than that, yeah, this is what I run. These are pretty much the agreed upon optimal masteries. And you always max W second, because it gives you a 240 bonus shield between level 1 and 5, and E gives you bonus 140 or 160 damage. So this is better than 1v1s, better sustain, better team fighting because of the W shield and your carries, and you always max W second. So yeah, that's pretty much it for builds. Okay, so I'm gonna go through my training routine on Lee Sin and kind of my hotkeys, I guess. This is what you're gonna be doing for 30 minutes. Just 30 minutes of this. It's fun, right, guys? Playing Lee Sin is fun. Okay, no one saw that. No one fucking saw that. Okay, well. So this is it. This is literally it. You're just doing this. Nothing fancy, none of this flash kick shit. This for 30 minutes. And then after you're done for 30 minutes, then you go into your settings, change the trinket hotkey to whatever you use your ward for, and 30 more minutes. The same thing, nothing fancy. Standard, this will improve your ward hops, and try to time it. It depends. There's two different types of standard insect. There's the standard insect when you land your Q and then ward jump kick. And then there's the one where you just miss your Q damage. Okay, I can't. I'm retarded, but right there. See, so you miss your Q damage, but you get a slightly faster insect. So try to learn the timing of when your Q lands and when you can use each ward hop. I'm on 70 ping. I don't mean to make excuses, but I haven't been playing much Lee Sin at all. After you're done with that, so just do this for a week, an hour every day for a week. And you'll get so much better at Lee Sin just from this. Okay, no. Oh my god, dude. Excuse me. And so after you do that for a week, maybe you can like adjust it to whatever you think you need to work on. Like for some reason I had a lot of trouble just doing Q flash kicks. I don't know why. So I just worked on that for a long time. And so so yeah, after about a week of an hour of that, you can cut each section down to like 15 minutes, and then you can spend 30 minutes just fucking around. And also, I think one thing people don't realize is you need to practice both flash kicks and or kick flashes and flash kicks, because they're both completely different and they're using two completely different scenarios. Because if the target's flash isn't down, there's like a small delay after the ward hop flash kick, and your flash range is longer than your ult range, as you can see here. So here I can't ult the target, I have to walk up, but if I were to flash behind it, I could still kick him in the opposite direction, if that makes sense. So sometimes you need to flash kick if you need the extra like little bit of range. So as far as hotkeys goes, pretty standard. I put my 4 fingers on QWE5, which is really weird because on player movement I have my attack move on 5. I'm really weird like that. And then stop position I put on V. I don't know, it's just comfortable for me. Camera control, I really recommend you set up your F keys, because I don't have any allies right now because it's sandbox mode. But you should be pressing your F keys while you're jungling. And I mentioned that in my Erace video. It centers the camera on your allies, just like spacebar, but for your allies. And so these are really important. You need to bind these to something if you're serious about improving. And then actually the most important tool that I almost forgot releasing is actually the master emote. So you're gonna want to bind that to a mouse key for sure. So when you pull off the sick fucking plays, they know you don't fuck around, right? And here's the optimal BM. Let's say this enemy's at 200 health. This is what you do, alright? So you kick him, recall BM, and then you fucking Q to him and kill him. Alright, that's the optimal way to BM on Lee Sin. Pretty much it for my training routine. To recap, excuse me, sorry. So 30 minutes on each hotkey for both your wards for an hour total every single day for at least a week. And then you can cut it down to 15 and start incorporating flash kicks. Alright lads, let's get into the gameplay. So this is a round Diamond 1, Diamond 2 Master Elo. I don't really know. I don't remember. I remember Katarina had a master border. I think Misfortune was master. I think this Yasuo is like D2 or something. This Yasuo is actually he selects bot lane primary. He plays bot lane Yasuo. It's pretty funny. But yeah, anyways, Star Machete. So what you want to be thinking at the beginning of every champ select is which lanes are going to be extremely volatile, which lanes are going to be nearly impossible to kill. Katarina is AFK. And which lanes do you want to get snowballed? So you can see from the two teams, Yasuo Renekton is extremely volatile, but it's also very Renekton favored, so they pretty much win the 2v2 almost every single time, so it's a little sketchy to show up there early. Mid lane are both pretty weak early game, but they're both very volatile and they both scale really well, so I'm going to want to prioritize mid lane a lot this game. And this is a while ago, so I don't exactly remember what happens, so yeah, I'll try to keep out for that. And then bot lane is MF Janna and almost no gank setup against a Lulu, Jhin. I should never really be bot lane unless their bot lane is extremely overextended. And we have intelligence on Kha'Zix. So I'm going to go ahead and start blue buff here because the tops of the map is extremely volatile, like I just said, and we have MF Janna. So while I said you should start Raptors pretty much every game, my last video, kind of cheating here. Solo queue is really different. Sometimes you can sacrifice efficiency in solo queue. So yeah, I'm just clearing, getting maximum use out of my passive. If you don't know what it does, after Lee Sin casts a spell, he gets 40% attack speed for the next 2 auto attacks. So you want to cast a spell, auto twice, cast a spell, auto twice. And so what I'm doing this whole time as I'm clearing jungle is I'm pressing my F keys. Look at this. Exactly what it looks like. Okay, it's not set up. It's set up to the enemy team, but what you want to do is you just press your F key. Okay, it's set up to the other team, but you want to be using your F keys to just look at the lanes, look what's happening, look at the minion positioning of the waves. So right now I'm pretty much looking top lane, and I see they're heavily trading. I'm expecting a level 3 Kha'Zix gank, so as you see here, I think I'm gonna like move in, take the scuttle, and try to protect this Yasuo. So he's winning early, which is really, really good and really bad for the enemy team. So I need to get the scuttle. I don't always take scuttle after I free buff clear. Mid lane is pretty much unkillable because Katarina has no gank assist and she's shoving into Kali's. So right now I'm gonna try to get intel on Kha'Zix. I really just want to shut him down. I really want to protect this lane. And so as I'm trying to get intel, he comes top lane. Oh, and this is really interesting. I remember this. So I start coming around, and then he goes back in. Flashes ensue. And yeah, so this is really bizarre. So I try to get a flash E auto on him. I think he... Hold on, I'll go back. Did he level up right then? I think he level up or something. Or is it flash E auto? Yeah, okay. So I don't know why it's going here. So he's going to level up right now as I try to flash E auto, which is really unlucky, and he got the Q heal. That Q is really bad, of course. Okay, that was just like me being tilted. And I didn't expect this to turn into anything because I just thought we were gonna back off. But I see the smite Q, so I go for it, which is really bad and greedy. Probably shouldn't do that. And I'm waiting for my Q cooldown here. It's almost up, and I want to go for the Q, but I'm afraid the minions are gonna block it. So I try to go around to like W him or something. I try to catch to see if Renekton's gonna cheat and try to get back to the lane, but he doesn't. So I'm just gonna recall. Or I'm gonna take the Gromp, I think, first. Okay. So yeah, so you see Kha'Zix has 9 CS, so we know he went to Raptors buff, right? Actually, did he have 9 CS? I think he might have taken lane CS. I don't know, but basically, I mean, we could cheat and know that he went Raptors buff, which is 8 CS, and he has 9, but his Gromp wasn't down, so unless he took bot scuttle, which is actually impossible, then he must have done this path. So now we know his route. We know he's going to be on the top side of the map because it's 2 camps to 1 camp bot. So if he goes bot, kills this camp, tries to make a play against bot lane that's getting pushed in and a mid lane that's getting pushed in, unless he like unless he invades me, it's really inefficient for him to go to this camp. So I pretty much know he's on the top side of the map, probably farming one of these 2 camps. So I'm going to try to get a gank in real quick while he's farming. I don't think this works out very well. So there we go for this. I think so. Basically, this was miscommunication. I didn't want to gank this Akali because I saw how low she was. I think I just wanted to shove this wave. I don't know if I said that in chat, but maybe I'm thinking of a later point in the game. So I can see her from the tower vision. She's like freaking out. She didn't know that I could see her. She thought she was invisible, so that's pretty interesting. So I pick up a lucky kill, lucky trade kill. And I'm just gonna keep farming. So I know Kha'Zix should be somewhere around here. Like if I'm a betting man, I know we can kind of cheat because it's the replay and see Grump is gone. If I'm a betting man, he's at one of these two camps. Like he's about to finish Wolves going to Raptors right now. So if we can toggle Fog of War, we can see he's actually topside. So it's incorrect read on my part. So this is actually pretty good. This is pretty low variance, but see the problem with this is if he doesn't pull off a play or if he shows and doesn't get anything for it, I take his whole bot to the jungle, which is what I think happens. So he shows right now. How do I react to this? Let's see. So right now the correct play would be to just either go up and help, which I think I actually do. Okay, I remember this. So I actually have time to react to this, which is nice, but if they back off the turret there, I get his whole bot to the jungle. And Kha'Zix is really fucked from that, so pick up this kill. Want to get the double bus. Oh, this is really unfortunate. Try to auto attack him. I think I have my Q up. Oh no, I don't. Okay. So I just let it go because I don't have cooldowns or anything. So it's whatever. Get a kill. Double buff refresh. This is really good. 102 right now. Bought Tracker's Knife on the first recall. Because I knew I wanted to go for a mid gank instead of a double longsword, and I just like the ward charges. You can go double longsword if you want. I mean, it's pretty much preference and matchup dependent if you think you're going to be dueling the jungler a lot, or if you just want to go for ganks and snowball your leads or your lanes. So I think this is warded or something. No, it's actually not. So I guess Collar's just far enough away. I think if I was a little more patient, I could have killed her right now, right here. But it's fine. Hunt the efficiency, so I back by double longsword boots, pink ward. So this is pretty good. I'm pretty strong. I'm about to hit 6, I think. Not really. Ball lane really wants a gank right here, and they're calling for a gank, and they're really frustrated. But I know that Kha'Zix has to be on the bottom side of the map, right? Because these are the only camps that are up. So if we can toggle Fog of War, yeah, right? He's on the bot side because, again, it doesn't make sense for him to go to the side of the map with camps up. So you can pretty safely assume he's here. And if he randomly shows top lane, then he gets punished, right? He loses his bot side camps and potentially dragon as well, so although it's technically impossible to know exactly where they are through Fog of War, you can use the highest probability, like chance. And now, like, you can see all the camps, which you wouldn't be able to see, obviously, if it wasn't a replay. But you can still tell, like, he shows topside. We knew that his Grump, Wolves, and Krugs were up, right? So we knew he had to be clearing some of those, at least one of those two. And so it wouldn't make sense for him to go back top lane, right? So here it's hit 6. I think we go for this play. I don't exactly remember what happens here. Oh yeah, I don't get my kick off. That's really unlucky. And then I thought she was going to stay in the shroud a little longer. She probably didn't want to wait for Katarina, so that was a really bad play on my part. Unlucky the kick didn't go off, but I'm just going to continue farming. Potentially try to punish top lane because we have Lee Sin, Yasuo level 6, so this is a pretty big spike for us. And yeah, should I keep pressing? I keep forgetting that my hotkeys are for the spectating the enemy team, which I probably should have changed, but I'm too lazy, so so we haven't seen Kha'Zix in a long time, I don't think. So it's kind of hard to tell where he is right now. Like, obviously we can see he's going to be going to the top side of the map. Katarina gets a solo kill. That's really, really nice. And so, like, obviously we can see he's probably on the top side because his camps are up. But at this point, it's a little more difficult to tell because we haven't seen him in such a long time. Because we haven't checked his CS very frequently this game. So here I want to go for this dive with Yasuo because we're really, really strong. As Lee Sin Yasuo, we can definitely dive this 100%. But Kha'Zix shows up, he reads the play really well, but I just outplay him and I get out. So that's that. That was really good read by Kha'Zix. He was just too low. He didn't flash my Q. You have to flash Lee Sin Q in the Kha'Zix matchup pretty much, unless you have Ninja Tabby. If you have Ninja Tabby as Kha'Zix, then you pretty much win the 1v1. But yeah, we would have dove him and killed this Renekton if Yasuo wasn't there. So our Yasuo is really far ahead in a matchup he shouldn't be far ahead in, which is really good. Our Katarina is 25 CS up about, and so that's really good. She's going to eat this wave, so we can see Akali go down. We have really good vision, so I think I'm going to look to punish here. Or I'm just going to look for a play bot lane. Yeah, okay, so I flash E. Let me take this back a little bit. So I see Kali, but I know she's hitting the ward, so I'm pretty safe to go for this. I know Kali can respond quickly, but not quickly enough. And so, yeah. I see Janna flash, I want to commit my flash for this. I get exhausted. It's a little unfortunate. Maybe I shouldn't have flashed. Really wanted to make that play happen. So right now we're just trying to stall for Katarina, right? We're just trying to survive, get as much damage as we can down without dying. Yasuo goes a little too ham. I think I W here and save him. Yeah. So I slowed on her Renekton, and it's just a Katarina wet dream. Yeah, this is pretty nasty. At this point, the game is pretty much over, but... So we did a really good job just being patient there, not connecting any Qs, just kiting around the fight, waiting for our Katarina to get there and clean up the fight, instead of committing to a fight we're down. So I really wanted Janna to stay here and shield me to give me a bonus AD so we could commit to this tower. I knew Kha'Zix was on his way too. I was spamming, yeah, I was typing in chat because Kha'Zix didn't partake in that fight, right? So you know he has to respond to this, so I missed my Q because I'm fucking boosted NA trash. Gonna get double killed. So the game is a little less over now, but it's still 3.5k, so it's over. That's a misplay on my part. I tried to blame Janna there for not staying and getting the turret, which she should have, but it's still incorrect for me to stay there, especially after I see Janna recall. That's something that I just know better, and I just got a little too ahead of myself. So complete warrior, pick up Ruby Crystal. I don't know what I got this game. Okay, good giant spell. So basically this game we don't have a front line, right? So I just want to be tanky. I don't need to get Black Cleaver. So I think I'm just going Dead Man's Hex Drinker. It's pretty good core on Lee Sin. And you can get Knight's Vow too. Knight's Vow is really good right now. If you have like a... I should probably get Knight's Vow actually here to put on Katarina. So right here, I'm looking to control Dragon since we just want a huge bot fight in our bot lane. Oh, not that far ahead, but mid lane's pretty far ahead. Oh, I remember this. Okay, so bot fight and mid fight going on at the same time. I'm running back and forth. I'm on the fence like fucking Switzerland. So I don't know what to do right now, and I end up committing to neither play, which kind of fucks our team over a little bit. And our MF blames me in chat here for not going for this. So pretty much, this is just an example of being decisive. So I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta go bot. Oh no, it's over. I gotta help top. And so yeah, that's just me being really indecisive. And we get punished for it. So they're gonna collect Dragon, 2 for 1, which isn't very good. I think the correct play there was for me to commit with Katarina because she's super fed. Our ball lane's not very strong at all right now, and I think we could have won that 2v2. So I'm just gonna farm out. We have Katarina, so I can take this. I love blue buff on Lee Sin. Personally, I think it's so amazing. Obviously, if you have a mana-intensive jungler who needs cooldowns, give it to your mid laner. Don't be a little bitch about it, but Lee Sin with blue buff is just, love that shit. So right here we see Jhin really overextended. Bot turret's low, so it's really good to come in to play bot here. And so Kha'Zix shows up, huge. I just one-shot combo him, and I'm just too far ahead right now with Warrior. And Kha'Zix doesn't have a Ninja Tabby, which is, I guess, not a mistake, but Ninja Tabby are really good against Lee Sin, especially at this point in the game. It'll really save you from getting one shot. So that was kind of a weird war hop, but I'm just trying to commit. I'm just going ham. I'm just like, yo, I'm ahead. I got a Janet behind me. I know MF isn't here, but I'm ready, dude. I just want to go. I just want to fight. So I see a Kali coming and Katarina coming, but I know Katarina has priority, right? So Katarina's zones... I'm going to go back here. So the reason why I'm able to make this play, even though MF is kind of a useless piece of shit and is just farming this, is because I know our Katarina's 5-1, right? So I know with reasonable expectation at this MMR, there's no way a Kali should be able to respond first. So I'm kind of looking in the mini-map right now, not really right now. But then I see a Kali here. And so I know Katarina will zone her out. If a Kali tries to go this way, she'll just die to Katarina, right? Okay, well, she doesn't immediately die, but yeah, so she can't commit to this because Katarina is just too far ahead, so there I almost killed myself. Yeah, knowing when you have priority in which lanes is really important. So, knowing when and where you can make a play. Because if the tables returned and Akali was super fed, I think Akali might have been able to clean us up there like Katarina did to their team. So, and if she reacted a little bit faster, of course. I know she got there pretty late, but... So next objective, we want to rotate our bot lane to a different lane to apply pressure to the outer turrets, right? So, Jin shows our Raptor Camp is really efficient to farm on cooldown. I don't want to overlap my red buff, so I don't take red buff here. This gives me a level up, which is really nice. If that didn't give me a level up, it's probably a really inefficient clear. So we see Renekton recall, so he also pings top lane. I think we either dive him here, or... yeah, we go for the dive. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Let's back it up, back it up. Oh shit. Alright, alright, alright. So go for this dive. We want to get the top tower. It's really low. Yasuo is pretty big right now. Kind of awkward and kick, but you know, works out, whatever, man. So I'm tanking for him. I should have tanked a couple more shots maybe, just in case they're still in their tower. But it works out, so we're good. So they're pinging for assistance. Katarina's bot lane, so I don't know about this really. It's a 3v3. 80s are mid, but I mean, I still think we win this, but it's probably incorrect to commit to this. So we just disengage, allow Katarina to split for free against no pressure. So that's me spam pinging the turret, and then... so the correct play for Katarina is to keep autoing this turret, right? Even though her right clicks don't hurt that much, it's still free damage on a tier 2, right? So she's really doing nothing right now. Even clearing that ward doesn't do anything because we're not going to be in that sector of the map, or that section of the map, right? Because the bot tier 1 is already down. So while getting vision control, that is nice. It would have been really nice to get even half of the HP of the bottom tier 2, and she might have been able to take the whole turret herself even, because there was no one to respond. Renekton was dead. 3 were top and Jin was mid, so that's a little unfortunate. Nothing you can do about your teammates though, right? So here we're looking to make a play on mid. And Kha'Zix just... okay. I was afraid he was going to jump on me because he has a level advantage right now because he's been farming a little better than me. And so right here, Kha'Zix is a little too big. He saw me ward that, so I'm really curious why he's going for this. So I see Yasuo here, so I'm like, go, let's kill this kid, right? So basically, whenever I see a play with kick, I can just go for it as long as I have Yasuo within a reasonable distance of me. It's really, really consistent backup. So I don't think I needed to flash kick there. It was just in case, like he wasn't in range or anything, you know. Better safe than sorry. So that's a really nice NATO. Not going to be able to capitalize on it because Yasuo backed and is now teleporting top lane. But right now, I think what we should probably be doing is pressuring Rift Herald instead of going bot. We're really not doing anything with a 7-second death timer. See, a death timer like this, right here, is when you can go for that vision control in bot side jungle, right? But when you have a wave pushed up here and you get to pick top lane, it's really incorrect to walk into the jungle and try to clear vision. So right now would be a perfect time for us to clear that vision out. I mean, Katarina is just absurdly far ahead, so she just one-shots Jin. But has to burn her Ignite for it, so I don't know. Pretty nice in NATO. What does there to say? We're just trying to pressure the outer turret right now. I'm just shoving this in. I'm pretty safe because I got a Janna behind me, so you know she all-ins on me. I'm level 11 with red buff Lee Sin, so she doesn't want to fuck with this. So I think I'm going... I think I build the Thorn Mail item. No, I don't. Okay, I just go Dead Man's. But the second cloth armor is going to build into the Thorn Mail item because it's really broken right now. Applies Grievous Wounds, which is nice for actually everyone on their team has healing. Except for Jin. Jin doesn't have any lifesteal yet, but he probably will get lifesteal, so... Item's just insanely efficient. Probably make... So I think I'm just doing blue, waiting for dragon, which is whatever. Maybe I should go to Richard to secure this for my team. But I think we're far enough ahead at this point, AK Gold, to where I can just... No one saw that, okay. To where I can just solo dragon right now. And with my 3 points in W, I take no damage from this dragon, so... Oh, and I don't know what this guy's doing. I just get behind him, kick him in. Oh, he gets out here, I remember this. This was tragic. I know he doesn't. Can I not eat gunblade? Yeah. MF, good guy MF finishes the Baron for the dragon, even though she's like getting carried really hard. Really hard right now. She's getting a free win, so I smite that for a little HP before we go into this fight, because I know we're gonna go and do an engagement right now. And I just get out because Katarina stayed bottom, so we're just gonna wait for this. And again, she elects to not pressure this and instead class mid, which is really bizarre. I really don't agree with this at all, actually, because you're free pick, just take this tower. Like, for some reason, Sarah's like your best friend or something. Getting these kills doesn't do anything. I guess Baron's up in 30 seconds, but it's not up right now. It's still 20-minute Baron, and even if we get these kills, Yasuo dies. Like, we get a couple cleanup kills, but we could have bottom tier 2 tower, right? So... really questionable macro plays from Katarina right now. Really this whole game, but it's whatever, you know, can only do so much. So we can't even siege this, right? It's 4v3, so we don't have very good wave clear. Our composition doesn't, so we're just at the back. So got 2 kills, absolutely nothing for it. We lost 1, so we could have got a free tier 2 bot. And yeah, really bizarre plays. Really not playing this game as best as we could have. Right here we stay. And this is also a poor decision because we don't have any intelligence. Okay, I guess Jin and Lulu are dead, so this is fine. But I don't like this. So I missed my Q, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. Jenna dies because she was separated. And it's just really messy. This is pretty much a North American solo queue game. I just want to recall, buy my items, buy Bristle Vest or whatever it's called. And Katarina and MF stick around for some reason, and they have like, Katarina's like 3k gold on her right now. And she just ults nobody. So this is like a really, really poor game. I probably shouldn't have selected this game to review, but it's whatever, right? Like, they're really, really bad League of Legends right now, but I mean, it's fine. I guess, like, there's nothing really to say here. I clean up a free double right here because Kha'Zix just like randomly face checks his jungle on 400 health. And Kali tries to get this ward for some reason. I have no idea what's going on right now. This game is really weird, so I think I pinged my team here. I'm just telling him to set up around Baron and try to close this game out before we get outscaled. I guess we outscaled them pretty hard, but I don't know. I just don't like taking games past 40 minutes on Lee Sin. I think it's a bad idea. Because then you have to start relying on your mechanics to carry games, which isn't good. Kha'Zix is going to start getting really scary because of the lethality meta. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh, I'm walking all the way back, I guess, because I'm scared of getting picked or something. They try to counter Baron off my recall, which is actually not a bad idea, but they're not in position. But Yeah, they're getting pretty desperate right now. So I think I just run straight to Baron. Team's just like clown fiesta mid. I don't even know what's going on right now. Let's just go on Jhin, I guess. Just like whatever. Can't believe this kick didn't kill him. Fucking ult nerfs did like 3 patches ago. Or was that even last season? I don't know. It's a long time ago. So I'm pinging Baron right now. I'm like, yo, they have 3 fucking dead. Let's just Baron. And Yasuo's like, nah, bro. Mid inhib, which I guess is fine. Oh, they just surrender here. Yeah, I guess we could have gone for mid inhib. Not sure why they surrendered there. I guess 10k gold lead, but game wasn't actually that blown out. They probably still could have come back. We made a lot of really poor decisions, so yeah, snowballed the early game alright. Wasn't super clean, but I did my job, so yeah, there you go.